Welcome back, Bestie and the crew. It's your girl. So I'm coming on real quick, and I'm hoping I help someone to make a rhinestone design of their choice. You can do it a lot of different ways, but I'm gonna try to show you one that's kind of quick to me. So I am in Silhouette Business Edition, and you will need Business Edition in order to do rhinestones. There's other ways you can do it without that, but we ain't gonna get into that right now. We're just gonna try to keep it simple. So you will need Silhouette Business Edition to do this design. What you will want to do is get a background or a pattern that you would like of your choice and bring it over with your silhouette. So what I would do first is I go to File, I go to Open, and the design that I have saved, I will go to that design that I chose, and then I will get a heart shape, and I will draw a heart, right? So I'm gonna push this arrow over here to the left hand side at the top to make the heart stop drawing. And you can do big or small. Now, another thing I like to do is go over here to your page setup. I always try to work within the width and height of the mat that I'm using. I do not have a Silhouette software, so I like using Cricut to cut my flop. I always go over here to the page setup, and I will click on it, and I will size it the width and the height, whatever I'm trying to design it. Now, y'all know Cricut mat is a 12 by 12 mat. I did 12 by 13 just in case I did it a little bigger than what I would like it to be, but sometimes I just do 12 by 12 because it'll give me the mat size of Cricut mat. And I'm going to take this heart that I designed from the shapes. I'm going to highlight both. After I put what pattern I want the heart to be in on top of the background, I'm going to highlight both. And then I'm going to go down 12 down on the right hand side, and I'm going to push crop. Now, after I push crop, it gives me the pattern of the camouflage. Now, this is within a 12 by 12 hoop. The width and height is up here. It says 10-9. So that's a good size still. I go down here to my rhinestone panel. If you see me circling, it's the last one before you get to all the settings and everything. And it says rhinestone panel. So all I want to do is make sure it's the SS10. I like to do the fill panel. I always go to the fill, and it takes a minute. So just click it one time, give it a second to upload. And then now you have your rhinestone pattern. Now I understand people be like, oh, wow, that's super cool. It's going to be camouflage. No, that ain't what it is. It looks camouflage, but you got to do a little more elbow grease. So now in order to get this pattern of the camouflage, you will need to release the rhinestones. So I will push release rhinestones. I got to give it a minute because it takes it a while to release the stones. Okay, so now as you can see, every stone has a block around it. Then by clicking the back screen over here, and it would deselect the stones. Okay, so now this is the tricky part. All you want to do is highlight every color that's going to be the same color. Now, it looks all detailed and pretty right now, but it's not going to look like that once you turn it into a solid color. So what I try to do is grab as much as possible of the same color. I hold my shift button down while those are selected, and then I select the other things that I cannot drag. Sometimes I can continue to drag as I'm holding the shift button down. And then I will select everything that's supposed to be that one color. Make sure you got a square around it. Go over here to your right. Go down 4. Open the fill panel, which is your color panel. Change the color. Now the color will be green, but I changed it to red to see what all I left behind. So I noticed I left this stone here. I left this stone here. This one that's green. And a couple more here. And I will change those red. Now, I can also change, it's up to you to see what you want to be the detail. If you look very closely, this one has some black and some green on it. Now, you can be the judgment of what color you want that to be. You can make that the black or you can make that the green. So I like the pattern that is going up type situation. So I will make that the black. Just make that red. Okay, so the next color will drag our box over and we will hold our shift button down, drag the box all the way down to wherever that color that we're trying to get stopped. Now that color kind of stops up in this area here. So we'll take that and then we'll come over here because it is a couple of those colors in here. We'll hold the shift button down and click one by one. Okay, so as you got all those colors selected, you see it's a box around each one of them. What you want to do is change it to another color so you can see what you left behind. Now, all these colors are going to be the colors we needed to be at the end. I'm hoping I'm making sense. Okay, so we know those colors are there. Now, we can always go hold shift button down and find the rest of these colors and do the same thing by selecting those colors if you want, or you can wait and try to drag a box as you pull pieces away from each piece of the heart. Okay, so far I got all the colors that I need to be colored. Like we're gonna go up here where it says panels, and we're gonna go to select by color, and we're gonna go make sure all these boxes are checked and push fill. So we're gonna click all the black first because the black might left something behind because we did turn it to the color it's supposed to be. We're gonna push green. Okay. So if you can look inside, you see there's a whole bunch of little black pieces left unturned. So we're going to click on those by holding down the shift button. Click on all the little black pieces that's left in there. They're supposed to be black. Okay, I left a lot of green out there. And we're going to group it together. Give it a minute, and then we're going to right click while it's still highlighted, make it a compound path. And it's going to do this here. So now you just want to put it whatever color you need it to be. Now, so it don't have to be the perfect color because you're responsible for the color when you do the rhinestones. I'm hoping I'm making sense. Right up here at your left top, you see the little red box. You're going to drop down, push the little thing that look like a gate to remove the red line from around it. Then you're going to go back to panels. You're going to go to select by color. You're going to click the red, change the color. So once you change the color, you want to group it together. And then you want to make it a compound path. Go ahead and change the color again to whatever color you need it to be. And then you will remove the red line from around it. Pushing the little thing look like a gate. Now we're going to do the panels. Select by color. We're going to do the next color, which is yellow. And we're going to right click, group it together. And we can leave it that color. We're going to right click, make compound path. Well, change the color. So we got to change the color. We can do, let's just pick a color. Because like I said, you're going to be more responsible for what the color turns out like. So after that, you just remove the red from around it. Okay. And let's see what else color we didn't get. We did the black. We did that. Okay. So we're going to remove everything. We're going to move all this. Let me zoom out. Because we still got another color in the inside. Like we could have did all that the same way, but at the end of the day, it's like, it's a lot of work. We're going to do that. Put that over here. We'll line it up in just a sec. And we're going to highlight all that. And we're going to make that whatever color we want it to be. Well, we're going to right click and we're going to group it. Then we're going to, remove the red from around it. Okay. Then you want to line up everything back the way it was. Okay, so after you do all that, you pretty much just want to make sure your image is back in the same spots it's supposed to be in. Zoom in, pay attention to the spacing, honey, because sometimes it'd be like, whoop, child. You think you got it, and you just really want your stuff to be lined up correctly, and it's spacing correctly. Ain't no stones touching. Okay. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Let your girl know how she did. I hope I was able to explain it the best way, and I hope I helped someone understand. But yes, y'all have a blessed one, man. Please subscribe to the channel. Share me out. Y'all have a blessed one.